Another live stream of Minecraft. That's right. So we're gonna start off with a nostalgic moment. So let me deal with the cord and the sucker. Right. So the coordinates are 637, 82, and 258. So we need to head through this far to a certain extent. So we're 637 first, so we'll deal with that. 30. Nope, you don't want. If I could, actually, I do recognize the area over this way there. Okay, okay, found it. This is the exact world I was playing on earlier. I was doing some cross-platform play earlier, so you know. That was only a few moments ago, honestly, but this area actually feels nostalgic. Actually, this entire area feels nostalgic. Now, if I am recalling, I find. Okay, so I recall this. Okay, so this is actually one of the main reasons why I feel so nostalgic. Now, I recognize the combination of the wood to a certain extent. I believe there are mountains in the directions back then as well. And I'm talking about for back on the PC version, during 1.8 or so. So this is actually similar to the area where I first encountered Noel, the creepypasta character that I encountered in my time of the old-fashioned Java edition back in the day. So basically, all you'd have to do would be bringing it down there and then putting in Noel. Now I recall floating, but I'm not hearing any pissed off Enderman or anything. So that's kind of odd. That I would be in an area that's similar to it, and I recognize the time when I did it too. I remember it happening in a sense. I feel like it was in an area like this, so I don't think there was any hole in the mountains. But still, this is basically why I feel so nostalgic. I can't talk because one, I'm warm, and two, it's making me feel a lot more tired than usual. So yeah, I was just near a cave system, but I put down the sign Null, and with the word Null on it. That's technically what I did. That's basically all I did. And then I hear pissed up Enderman. Now, the thing is that it's kind of weird that I would feel a nostalgic moment. But you know, I have the coordinates in case you want them. You know that I also have the seed. I won't be leaving them anywhere, but you know, if you want them, you can always let me know afterward. But yeah, I literally do recognize the combination of the trees here. Plus, I recall spawning in a swamp, not where I spawned, which was sort of near a desert. What the fuck? Did I just hear a weird noise in my ear? I think I did. I think I heard a weird noise. Yeah, it's just me. Being a dumbass. So, yeah. I really don't know how to feel. Now, there's a difference between this world, which has the biome where I originally encountered Null. Right now, I'm gonna create another new world. And I already have two of them with the same setup, and I'm gonna show you how we actually ended up getting the stuff to trigger in a way back then. So yeah, let me do that. So I'm gonna show you how I did it. So basically, I had things on peaceful. I didn't have any bonus chest. I never had the coordinates shown, but I can have it shown this time. Immediate respawn was not a thing back then. Beyond that, you know, it was basically this. Okay, I don't know why it does that. And then I put in null hunt, I believe. Either way, the seed is what counts, not the name of the world. So you're gonna have to remember that when the time comes. When you choose to investigate this, you can also do this on Pocket Edition. Yeah. So basically, you know, I'm just being creative. So game mode C. Okay. What the fuck? I forgot to activate cheats. I had cheats on. Let me fix that. Can I do that right now? Yes. Because I okay, there we go. So yeah. I recognize this original spawn from back during one of the older versions of Pocket Edition, before Bedrock was even a thing. So basically, this was where the sign was put. It was somewhere around here. So let me just grab a sign. I don't know if this is gonna work this time. It better not work. If so, then that means I have just shown you my curse. So basically, there's just right around here. I put nope. There's nothing else other than that. Now, when it happened to one of my alien friends, it just started raining. There's other random shit that I cannot specify. But I do have the video showing all the stuff that happened. It has the evidence. I do have a video showing evidence of it actually working. There's no way I can really lie about that. Before you start saying, oh, your alien friend could have lied to you. No, I literally saw the evidence with my own two eyes. I know evidence when I see it. So, yeah, what no. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna need the normal obsidian. And then... okay, I'm not entirely used to the creative layout here. I don't really use it that much. I rarely do creative. Like, very, very rarely use it, so. Okay. Flint, steel, or whatever you want to use for lighting up the portal. Yeah. Basically, you'd have your basic nether portal when you go through it, you know. I know it's probably going to be different with the update. Yeah, it's not going to matter what shape or size the portal is. You just need to enter, like so. Now, it's going to look different due to the nether update and all, but still, it still works. The seed is still the same. Okay, so the spawn for this version is this area. If I had the piece he controls going on right now, I'd be able to tell what biome we're in. No, I don't have PC controls, I'm playing with a controller. So basically, you'd want to get yourself lost. It doesn't matter how far. Well, it kind of does, but it also kind of doesn't. To a point. So, you know, you'd just wander around until you find... I'd like to find a basic nether looking area, though. It's just more preferable that way, and it's just what I was in when I experienced it, so I need to find one. So we're gonna be taking a while. What the fuck is that noise? Okay, so we found one of my favorite biomes. It's the Warped Forest biome. Okay, so that's where we're in right now. So if I find a normal nether area, which case I don't know where one would be in this, and how to find one the easiest. Obviously fire spreads don't matter in this, because you know this is just a dummy world. So it's just a fun comparison. Okay, so I found one of these buildings, but that's beside the point. So basically you just want a random location. At any rate. And what you'd want to do is you'd want to build another portal. Since I normally lose track of where I am, I'm going to be doing it here anyways, so it won't matter too much. And if I found the right spot, we will end up in the water. Wait. Maybe I don't remember the coordinates. I didn't remember the coordinates for that weird floating spot in the water. Then again, this is another update, so you know we still have the current update, which was another update. So yeah, that's hilarious. I fucking tricked myself. Anyway, enough goofing around in other worlds. We're gonna stop goofing around. And that stuff. Let's get to the actual reason why we're here. The nostalgic moment has passed. So if you missed out on it, I do apologize, but we're just gonna enter the basic world that we were in last time. Legs are fucking pain too. This can be one shitty summer, full of warmth. Actually, what's the outdoor temperature? I know it's 85 in the house right now, which, at least in here. Yeah, the house that I'm living in real life, not in game. If there to be a temperature feature in Minecraft, that'd be kind of horrifying. 99 degrees. That's scary, actually. I'm not really sure about that. Let me check the temperature on my end again. I don't really refresh it. So that was today. Yeah, 100 degrees, but it feels like 96. But the highest is actually 100 degrees. Oh shit. Oh shit. Anyway, basically what happened while I was away doing handiwork. Obviously I didn't really change much inside the house, but I took down the wall. I took down the wall I worked on last time because I chose to make some actual rails, and I actually sort of started setting it up. I just don't know where I want them to end up right now, which is why they're incomplete. Yay! I always end up using the power rails for the rest of the way until the other side. I'm gonna have to get these pumpkins out of the way though. Maybe the torch. So let me just deal with what I have to here. Perfect. So I don't know where I'm gonna have any of them go to. But thing is that this is actually an entirely universal setup. So one button, it doesn't activate the rest. Same with all 4 sides. So basically, we could go all 4 directions. At least the basic 4, not the other 4, which would be northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. Those are the directions we could end up going, but I'm not going to bother having that set up. I mean, I can just edit the tracks, but, you know, we'll see. I do have the material to continue this. So, I'm going to have it go the one off to the left go this way. Okay, so it seems like they're going to be... So it doesn't matter which direction they will be going, since it'll be 2 blocks apart, 2 to 3 blocks apart, I should say. I have gold and I have the wood for the sticks, so it's not gonna necessarily matter. I'm just gonna have that go right there, because, you know, a little spacing doesn't hurt. And then... okay, so I'm gonna need to use more gold and more sticks, and luckily I have the material for that. I prepped the redstone torches, though. On my cart I have to craft 3 more, but I was too lazy. Then again, when it comes to being overheated in one room, or the entire house in my case, you won't be able to focus on much. Music or no. And, yeah, I kind of went mining not last time, but earlier, so that's why my gold armor, the gold armor I had on anyway, is no longer existent. I have extra iron on me, as it is, but then again, that's because I went mining. There's some iron. I really should start putting labels on these things. Okay, I'm gonna need way more than that. So I'm gonna call it a stack. Entire stack. We're just gonna leave the extra 3, the basic set of 3 in there. Should we just... okay. I'm not too worried about the activator rails. I never really use them personally. Okay, I'm missing the redstone. That would explain quite a bit. So I'm just gonna pull an entire stack. With that. And put that down there. And then, from here, we'll worry about the rest. So I wanted to make more powered rails. Okay, that's doable for now. We're gonna need more normal rails for later as well. There we go. So, put that stuff in the inventory. I also want to apologize for the Left 4 Dead livestream. That the entire single framing part was not supposed to happen. Like at all. So I don't get why that happens whenever I live stream. It just does. It happened when I did that previous KOTOR live stream as well. So that's kind of odd. Might have to see why that would be. I might have to research that shit. But for now, we're not gonna bother with it. We do that. Perfect. I could be doing a few little rails in between as well, other than the one to space them out. Seems like this is gonna end up being a nuisance and a half, so I'll have it end after a few more normal rails, and then that's where it'll end with that. Okay, we need more cobblestone for the entire thing. Now for it to just be one button in the middle of all the power rails, so let's just say I got rid of the 4 buttons and this weird cobblestone tower thing. It just looked weird. So, you know, I don't want to turn around and look down, which would just look weird for that business. So, anyway, I'm gonna need the cobblestone for a moment. And obviously I don't necessarily need one to go to the other portal, but it wouldn't hurt. So I'll have to have it go around somehow as well. However, it does turn out that I'm gonna need more buttons. as well. Let me fix that problem then. So I'm at least gonna need 4 more buttons. I'm not gonna have like multiple universal railways going from one place to another, then that'd just be annoying. And too much crafting. That'd just be boring. As it is, how do you want to the nostalgic moment? Okay, well, actually, yeah, I use what buttons? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all I need to do is that. One for every direction. So basically, it won't be too hard to worry about it. I don't plan on doing too much of this, but I do want to get a lot of this done. Okay, let's test. So let's have a test. So I'm gonna obviously light it up with the redstone torches as well. So that way we actually have the powered rails actually activated all the way through. Okay, we need 1 extra there. And then, yeah, we're gonna need some on the other side for the spots I missed as well. Yeah, as I figured. And that. And that. Oh, spot there, and then that's. Well, there's to that section. However, that means I'm going to be using loads of iron to craft the minecarts and everything. So make sure I don't miss a spot. And sometimes I tend to miss a spot or two. Yeah. Let's test. Okay, this actually works. Good. I don't know about the depth. Okay, that actually worked out quite well, I would say. Okay. So that works. So I'm gonna have... Okay, where... Okay, actually... This one's gonna go in a different direction. Actually, it's gonna go in the same direction as the first one I did, but it's gonna go way further. It's gonna go all the way to one of the mining spots. Okay, so it's gonna go all the way towards that tall tower thing over there. Okay. Just so it's already ahead of time. That activated. That. That. Perfect. Actually, that's one thing I need to double check. So if this... Actually, no, not the first one, but if this one goes... Okay, so it could probably go straight, then take a turn here, head around, turn here, and then end up going... Okay, so down a little bit, and down a few, and then... Okay, so it seems like I need to build a bridge. 1 block bridge. As well. Luckily we have enough cobblestone, so I will manage to get through this. And then from there... Well, as you can probably guess, it's going to head... Okay. Okay, so I'm actually gonna mark where I would want them to go. So it would turn here, head up. Because it's also gonna have to turn here. And then we'll turn that way. Perfect. Now I'll have to make more power rails. And a few more minecarts, and then that's it. Beyond that, I don't know what else we're gonna be working on. Might go on some adventures or some shit. But for now, we're just gonna stick with this building thing. I'm gonna get hydrated. At least I'm gonna get hydrated. Seems like my water cooled down. Not cooled down, but warmed up. Try to get my terms straight. Okay, perfect. Okay. That was not supposed to happen. Okay. Let me get the water off my hands. Okay. Actually, just come back closer to me, so I can actually see things when people start chatting. This live stream, right? So, what material I need? Okay, I'm just gonna double check to see what I'm missing. How to detect is powered. Okay, so I need to pull out more gold. Okay, 7, and then I'll have to use. I might have to get more gold in case I run out. Once you're gonna run the normal rails, we're probably gonna need more redstone torches, but I can easily make more. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna need way more than that. Way more. This is quite obvious that I'm gonna need way more than that. Yeah, what else I need? Probably, okay, yeah, more of the gold. It's gonna be the last set. The powered rails for now. Alright, that should do the trick. Obviously, I don't even know if I'm gonna have a minecart thing on the pathway here either, so I'll have to figure some things out. One of them's gonna end near the nether portal, to say the least, and then I can go there and fight, even though it's literally just a short distance. But I'm too lazy to even give a shit. Okay, so this is the incomplete one. So then down, down. And let's not use all of them at once. And then up, in between, and 1, 2, 3. I guess it's not necessarily the way I think it's supposed to go. Guess so then we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay. And would it go straight? Okay, well, we kind of want a little bit of boost. Actually, yeah, we're still gonna need that boost. Then we can have one of those here, another one of those here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's... This isn't really going how I planned it. Shit. I'm probably screwed. Unless I really want to... Actually, I'm going to have a temporary slowdown. So I'm actually preserving the rest of the powered rails to a point. We'll have at least 2 in between. Or minor speed up. And then it'll be this. And then there we go. I think we should be able to get up about and then at least 3 there. Like that section. So it's gonna have to take a left-hand turn, so it's gonna head down again by the looks of it. It seems like I'm gonna need more material than I thought. I don't really think this through entirely though. We don't want to bring it too close. So we'll have to do this. I'm gonna get more cobblestone. And then a turn here. Because I want to get it to that sand spot there, so I'll have to try and find a way over there on foot. As well, since I'm kind of doing that right now, but beyond that, I'm gonna have a little zigzag. And then, it's gonna go right on down. Take another left. I'm not really need a third block. I was tempted to add it in though. So let's add in what we've already got. Right now. Due to the fact that we could easily get into problems. And obviously I'll need to do stuff like this. One there. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do that dirt block. Okay. And we'll need that. I have redstone torch there. So I'll do a small test run with it. Very small one. Just that way we know what's what. And all that shit. Might have to increase the land part of it though, for when we're in the water. To a certain point. But still. So I'm gonna use the same minecart that I used for the first ride. To test out the second one. That's actually incomplete. Okay, so it seems like this could potentially work. Yeah, it seems like it's working just fine. So my ideas turn out perfectly fine for the first few moments, and then turns to shit. Okay, so everything's still going fine. It's not as bad as I thought. Okay, it's obviously violet in the water. Okay, yeah. So it still works, but too much speed equals going in the water when it's incomplete. So I'm gonna use another dirt block. Place another torch there. Okay, that worked out though. So that idea wasn't as bad as I thought. Okay, that way. Won't go as far. If I ever go all the way back on its own. Oh, it doesn't even work. I thought it was gonna stop. It's slowing down. Oh, okay, so it actually works perfectly on its own. Great. Meaning, if I ever have any issues getting back by minecart, I can easily just have it go back on its own, and I can just enjoy myself. Okay, that works. Oh yeah, I was gonna get more cobblestone, then I'm gonna need to get more gold. So either that, or I have a very slow ride the rest of the way, or some shit. I might have to decrease the limit of the rails used for the powered ones. Let me figure it out. So we're gonna decrease you by 1 in order to do that. And then to preserve, yeah, this is literally gonna be the only way to do so. Then we're gonna have that. Okay, we probably used too many here. One too many here. Okay, then I'm gonna have another one. There we go. So I'm gonna have it go on its... Well, actually I might not have it go on its own. But for right now, we have 18 of the powered rails now, so that worked out. Plan worked out with that. So then we're gonna use this, follow it back to where it ended. Head down here. Okay, I see. Okay. So then we're gonna use this. And then we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. Kind of gonna go for something random here. Okay, so it should be able to get across by going up, over, and we keep going straight. And then we can go up and over again. Take a left. If I had to guess. So... right about here. Okay. Then I'm gonna link this up. Okay, so I'm still gonna need lots of material. Push that. And then okay, yeah, but actually it's gonna have to take a right. Okay. No, that's not how it's gonna work. Okay. Works out. And then down. That. Not even. Okay. So now we're gonna give it a legitimate test. Running at this rate. I could just swim under and over for right now. I'm not sure how often I'm gonna use the rails though. But then again, it's better than having a random wall. Lots of tunnels. So I'll know which way goes where. I have to use a sign labeling which one goes where. Could have had all of them go to one specific spot. Okay. Let's get rid of the cow, but then again. Okay, good. So it worked out. What the hell? I think we went right through a chicken back there. What the hell? Okay, so... yeah. Things are working out for this path. At least for this way. So it's not necessarily going to slow down, okay? So it's... okay. So it seems to work for the way back as well, so I think things are going to manage. Are going to be managed just fine with this path. Let's see. Wait, I probably need to preserve more powered rails by getting rid of some and then using redstone torches. Beyond that, it's gonna be normal rails. And from there, everything should be okay. I can definitely say that I do have limited resources right now. So right now, it's just gonna be more of this. Okay, so we should be fine on that. Okay, so it's the iron that's not a problem. Okay. So I'm gonna need more redstone torches. So yep. That's the rest of the sticks. And then from here, we're gonna be working on other shit after this. It's probably too warm to live stream for too long, so I don't want to live stream for 6 hours, let alone 3. Okay. Idea. Not there. Cut that one loose. Put a normal rail. Add that one in there. So I'm gonna have to decrease by 1 or 2. Depending on what's what. Okay. There we go. And we're gonna cut enough from over here. That one's fine. This one only needs the 1. And then down here, could probably use a little less. Extra redstone torches, actually. Yeah, I can't put there. Okay, that's doable. So we have 22 power rails. So everything's working out. We just need to disconnect a couple power rails from each other, activate the redstone, and then continue on. Great. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this entire thing ready to go. Well, surprisingly, may not have enough material to get it through. And then, okay, that one can go in there. That. I don't even know if that's gonna work. I'm trying to find out. Let's go to the cactus. And then one there. No. Let me do a simple turn maneuver on this one. Go to the cactus. Cactus. Probably makes more sense for me to go from the endpoints to the beginning point, so I know the path. So it seems like it's gonna need to take a left. So let me do this. Okay, well at least if it gets us closer to it, that's fine. But beyond that, I don't really know certain if it's gonna even make it. So now we're just gonna have that be the endpoint because I'm not gonna be able to get it all the way over there. But then again, I can easily just walk there. Walk the rest of the way there. So, okay. I think we'll just end off the rail thing. And for right now, until I get more material off stream, and then that should do the trick. And get rid of some blocks, though. Blocks that could interfere with some of the shit. So now all I have to do is worry about the redstone torches. That. Okay, anywhere else? Nope. Get up. Go then. Nope. Okay, good. Now, things should be set, and everything should work. If not, I will have to edit that later. For now, however, we're just gonna deal with this entire thing. And just say there. We're only gonna have 2 done, because I don't have enough gold to last us through this entire thing. I only have 1 block, and that only give me 9, and then, you know, that can only get me so far, and then I'd have to preserve, and then it'd just be too much back and forth. With the crafting, the mining, I don't want to bother with all that a million times here. So, I'm going to test it. Actually, okay, that donkey's on the rail. Wait, there we go. Now, I'm gonna gain speed. A few slowdown points to even things out. That sort of lagged. So now, things should be fine. Once I get enough material, I'm gonna make a bigger one. Way bigger one. Of these railways. And then from there, things should be fine. Okay. Things are lagging. Okay. Oh. I think I worked it out. First try. It's gonna slow down. No. Okay, there we go. So I have to hold the joystick at that ending part. That's the only downside to that, but other than that, everything works perfectly fine. That could have worked out better. Hey, it works. As long as it works, we're fine. I don't need to edit it much. It's just a small issue with that part. And for that last thing before we get to that endpoint of that section. Okay, I don't want to go gathering materials. That'd be boring. But then again, I could use more material as it is. I'm not going to go in the nether because that'd just be boring as fuck. And then, you know, obviously when it comes to being in the nether, you could easily get lost nowadays. At least in game. You don't want that. So, yeah. Could add another house extension. That'd just be kind of pointless. But anyway, beyond the craziness here, okay, black sheep and a white sheep, that's gonna a weird combination. I'm gonna see in one spot footage of that. But yeah, earlier I ended up getting a cat off stream. I just ended up going near a forest, and there was no village nearby, but I found a cat in the fucking forest over there. I have random trees growing in the middle of nowhere as well. Beyond that, I really don't have much else to really show you. I did actually add an entirely unorganized farm. Could have turned out better. Right, work on a farm later, like an actual farm, and then I'll have something for the chickens, so you can have an infinite source of eggs. But I'll need to do research on that shit. But you know, beyond that, it's entirely beside the point. But yeah, however, we do have loads of oak trees, and by loads I mean loads. I do have spruce wood here. I do have spruce wood, acacia. Oh wait, I also have some dark oak saplings growing, but those are gonna take a while. Since those are some big motherfuckers, I don't have the jungle saplings, and I need to go to the nether for the warped and crimson wood, or at least get that the stuff I need for that, and then, you know, that'll be that. That will be an entirely different story. I should be working on an enchantment area. I kind of started on it. I don't think it was through here. Was it through here? I'm trying to remember where things were, because everything is just confusing. It's just, I really need to have signs telling me where's where and what's in the specific areas. Oh yeah, I remember going to this weird mountain path into a cave. So this is the mountain section we need. At least we know there's a cave system that actually works out. If we need it. So then it would be over here. It'd be in this weird rectangular looking doorway thing. I'll have to clear out the area a little more, but right now this is just gonna have to do. I left it here. I do have some coal I could be mining from our experience. Is there any coal on the other side? Okay, there's quite a bit of coal in here. I left. So I'm gonna go. So I'm just gonna grab this on here. Okay, there we go. Damn it, I'm feeling chest pain and stomach pain. Just doesn't feel good. Just doesn't feel good. I'm not feeling that great due to that. Those things, but I said I'd live stream. So I have to deal with this for all of you. Like, there's some weird endurance test. There's some shit. If I die from this, I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully I don't die. They did the being in the warmth. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Because that would suck. A lot of ass and that, so yeah. Still a few locations to go to actually to venture out and to actually get back the wolves. I've never been able to return here because otherwise they're not teleporting, and yet I'm always a good distance away for them to teleport, but they've never teleported, so I don't get it. I don't get what's going on. Then again, I can only have so much happen. I don't need to tell all of you what I need the cat for when it comes to actual survival. It's literally the most crucial thing, and it's also common knowledge. But, you know, I feel like I made a triangle, so it would go up here and there. I feel like we made like a weird triangle. What's some of it? What the fuck? So it'd be up here, and you'd have a turn, right? Then you'd head down, and then that'd be the other half of the triangle. It's kind of fucked up, but it's the truth. I'm gonna need to light up some areas too. Okay, that's doable. Here's that end, and then here. Luckily, I don't need to worry about Twitch live streaming right now. I'm waiting for the right moment to do that, but you know, once I know what I want to do on Twitch, I will start live streaming. I know I have a few games scheduled there, but still, it's not going to be much. There's a few turtles. But yeah, this literally goes into a cave system. I don't have any light up there. I just realized I did do that by chance. But then again, I had no torches when I set it up. Seriously though, I don't really have much planned for Twitch. I just don't really know what people want to see on there. I only live streamed one video game on there twice, and that was it. That was literally about it. There were very few people that even cared, but then again, when you're using an online persona that you've developed, in a sense, at least to a point, like I have, people aren't really going to care about it, because they most likely know your face, since they could easily just find your channel. I don't like to find YouTube channels, so nowadays it's just the common way to find shit. Which should be quite obvious. That, and then you know, that's about it for that. And then from there, it just goes on and on. I don't really need to mention anything. I do want to work on a Minecraft parody, although I don't know what to make a parody of. What song should I make a parody of? That's kind of what I'm curious about, because I don't know. I don't have any song ideas. I don't have any. I'm trying to think of one, though. I'm trying to think of one, or at least a random parody that relates to a video game or something. It could be anything. I don't know. Although, and then but if the parody relates to video games or whatever, it's just gonna be Play Here, because I really don't want to just have a random playlist of shit. And plus, my singing is bad as this. Kind of nervous to do that again. It makes me nervous. To do that, so you know, I don't need to mention the craziness on that. I'm still trying to work on. I'm trying to figure out lyrics for the remake of the very first song that I did back in 2018, but I don't have any lyric ideas. So I am literally failing miserably at figuring something out right now. At least for that. So, you know, sucks to be me right now, but then again, I'm done with school, so it's also good to be me. In many ways. It's very good. Happy to be done with school, but I miss my friends. Oh, hello. Oh, there, Gamer Fan Bomb. I haven't seen you here in a while. Actually. Haven't seen you in a while. What a surprise. I didn't expect to see you here today, but that works. Yeah, I can imagine you've been quite busy with a lot of stuff. Although I can also notice that your grammar has changed since the last time we've chatted quite a lot. So, that's one thing I can definitely tell. But then again, it could just be me. Me imagining things. I really can't say for certain. Beyond that, I really don't know. Oh, okay. So that must be why you're online right now, then. But then again, it's good to see that you're still around and active in some sort of sense. So that works out. And yet, nothing much has really changed here other than my username, because the last time you were here, I think it was still known as the Video Game Dominating Nightmare, or something along those lines. I don't remember if that's what I was named to. What I was named at that point in time, but you know, it's hard for me to process the proper sentences. All I can say is that it's very warm on my end, and I'm just sweating while doing a live stream. Very stressful. Which is quite interesting. Although, I've just been chilling in here, just doing my own thing over time, and then doing loads of live streams, and I have to wake up to alarms to get to the planned live streams that I have set up for the mornings, and along with the videos, and my sleep schedule is just gonna be dead. It's gonna be one entire dead thing for a while, so. Crazy stuff. I'm not really sure how much longer this live stream is gonna last. At least for me, because I'm just overheating and I'd rather cool off right now. But then again, it's summertime and it's literally 100 degrees outside, and indoors, at least for me, it's 85 degrees, and the AC is working perfectly fine, but the thermostat indoors is just being a piece of shit. It's not that great. Oh. Yeah, that's quite surprising. Although you literally missed out on my birthday. It was May 4th. That's when my birthday was. So that was literally a month ago to a certain point. It depends on how you look at it, but there's just been lots of craziness going on, if I'm being honest. Obviously, I do have a video that it's literally black, that literally just has a black screen going on for about a minute or so, and it has the official summer schedule in the video description. I do have a video of that, so if you're interested in seeing when my Star Wars live streams are out and about, you can look at that too, if you really feel like it, or you could look at it after as well, because I know for a fact I have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic live streams planned out as well, so it's not going to be entirely Minecraft, but it'll be mostly Minecraft. So to a point, it feels like it's going to be all Minecraft, but it won't be. So, yeah. It's just going to be loads of Minecraft craziness. The nostalgic moment was at the beginning of the stream, so which was my idea because I wanted to get it out of the way. And then, from there, here I just chose to enter this world, do whatever. Although to be honest, I could be improving on my building skills in Minecraft. I should come up with some building ideas in the future. So that way I know what I'm doing. I'm not like, oh, hey, I'm just gonna do this random thing for this amount of time. It's crazy to think about, but it's the truth. Although, as long as I have things planned out, things should be fine. I would say. So in a sense, everything's gonna work out. In a sense, everything isn't. It just depends on what's what for me and all that. Although as long as I have stuff going, I guess I'll be fine. Although it sucks that the temperature outside is 100 degrees. It sucks. Sucks to be where I am right now. Just for a real life location. Needs to know that. Yeah, I haven't even gone out of state. I'm sure there's places warmer than here in Minnesota. As of right now. Probably even colder too. Considering that both sides of the world have different temperatures. At least for the hemispheres. But still. Temperatures do vary in every part of the world, which is kind of crazy to think about. But hopefully I can get things back up to the way it was in 2018 in a way. At least for some of it, not the entire thing, but still. 2018 was one of the better times. It was actually when I had kind of thrived on the internet for a while. Probably must do it being on the internet not that much, but you know. When it comes to what's going on, there's really not much you can do. And then, you know, people are going to be busy or just inactive or whatever, and they won't be watching your channel for a while, and yeah, lots of stuff. Although I can definitely say I've sort of been watching some of your recent videos, which they're pretty good. But you know, you're obviously going to improve in the future, so, you know. Quality will improve over time, and then, you know, we'll move on with our lives. We'll just remember the cringy moments of life. From there. Which isn't surprising at all. So, you know, obviously life is going to be full of cringe. In many ways. Which is something that shouldn't be thought about, but, you know, it's really hard not to think about that sort of stuff. As often. There's just loads of stuff to work with. Only so much time to do that stuff in. When it comes to the time and all that. You can only get so far with our goals, and the next thing you know, it'll just be done and over with before we know it. Although, considering how I have things planned out, everything should be fine. The way things are. I don't know. It's just hard to say. It's just driving me crazy that we're literally still stuck in quarantine in a way. And yes, we have more freedom to do shit, but you know, we're still quarantined in a sense. Don't get me wrong, I love playing my video games, but I don't really enjoy staying indoors all the time either, despite what I do every day. Too much. There's stuff I want to do outdoors, and there's not much I can really do about that, and plus when it comes to what's going on nowadays, it's just crazy shit. It's always the crazy shit. It's almost as if life was, like, And now back to the crazy shit. But then again, this is one of the more better moments for people to do what they want. And plus, the video games have been gaining more popularity recently, so I can't really complain. And on that either, that's technically entirely an upside. It's literally just an upside to life. Which is quite crazy when you think about it. There's only so much we can do though, which sucks. But as long as video games are still live and kicking, everything should be fine. Plus I do need the entertainment. And video games are the only way for me to really worry about that. Like, yes, I do have the DVDs and all that. I do have movies I can watch and all that. But video games are literally the only main thing I do during my pastimes, and it's just crazy stuff. Kind of wish we would have had a lot less story about nowadays as well, but then again, I'm done with school for the rest of my life, so, you know, that's that. I have plenty of time to do what I want and not give a shit about what I do. And just enjoy myself as much as I need, and obviously move on with life from there. So, you know, it's quite interesting shenanigans, I would say. But, you know, however, I don't need to worry about moving around too much. Anymore, so, you know. Plus, I don't necessarily need to worry about getting up early either, which is good. So, you know, I can worry about getting up if I wanted to, at least when it comes to waking up early in the morning, but, you know, in which case I'll be doing that from time to time, depending on what's what. Beyond that, there's not really much I can do. So, you know, the craziness of life just continues on. Which is something that's interesting. Yeah, I know that feeling. Because I've been in there and I've literally just finished being in that point of life where you're almost done with needing to go to school. So I know how that feels. But you know, at least I have stuff planned out, so you know, my future is in a sense planned out. It's mostly going to be YouTube stuff on the side, but still, there's lots of stuff I have planned. And lots of that stuff is mainly going to be YouTube. The one thing I can definitely say is that once quarantine is done, or at least if it ever ends, I'm hoping to not worry about having the quarantine hairstyle going on. I remember when people were on YouTube were like, we're gonna grow our hair out, then next thing you know, they end up cutting it at some point, you know, just getting a haircut later on. It's just crazy, and yet I'm the only one that hasn't done that. I'm probably one of the only people that hasn't gotten a haircut yet since quarantine started. The insanity of that. I'll tell ya. It's crazy. But then again, there were many times in my childhood where I would complain about getting a haircut but still deal with it. But you know, quarantine is not that bad. Like, yes, it's driving people crazy, and obviously certain communities are just getting hacked here and there, but, you know, it's not the end of the world or anything. It's not like we're having World War III or anything like that, so, you know, the craziness out of that is insane. In literally every sense. Kinda wish we didn't have to deal with much, though. One way or the other, but, you know, it's not too bad. When quarantine started, people were just complaining about everything, and lots of stuff happened since then, really. And I've just been chilling, acting like nothing ever happened. It's like, well, people are quarantined, I don't really care. Time to act like nothing happened. I literally just act like nothing ever happened, and, you know, that's just the entire quarantine shit. My perspective. Although I can't really complain about that. It's hilarious. People just complain now. People are just used to it in a sense, while being driven crazy due to the fact that they're staying indoors more often than usual. I mean, yes, there's still people going outside, but, you know, that's only when they need the fresh air. Or whatever the fuck they need. And from there, they just do their own thing. And literally, you just move on with their lives. In many ways. In which case, I can understand why people complain about that. Just literally makes sense. I can definitely see why people would complain about being quarantined, though. It's just crazy stuff. Internet is just becoming a crazier place to be, and, you know, it's just gonna get crazier over time. Although, Twitter and the entire cancel culture bullshit is just stupid. It's quite literally the most stupidest thing to worry about. Luckily, I've not been cancelled on the internet yet, so that's actually good. People try, but I'm like, no, you're gonna have to back off. I know how to defend myself on the internet. I know how it works. And yet, I never knew about cancel culture in my childhood. Which is kind of interesting, but I quickly learned about it. So, once you learn about cancel culture, you're just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna have to worry about defending myself in some way or another. I've been doing that quite a lot, really. So, you know, times have just become crazier, and, you know, obviously there was the one school year that I had where everyone was just doing long distance learning. I was never getting online, but, you know, I'd have like this entire binder full of homework or whatever the fuck. I just worry about that. And luckily I got through that perfectly fine. Which is crazy. And that was during the first few months of last year. If only times were the same. Because going to school physically and literally without going online is just crazy. Like, yes, you do have the option of going online for long distance learning shit, but still, it's not good to have the choice. It's like, yeah, I can see how it would be good to be there physically, but, you know, when people want to relax at home all the time, why bother going to school physically and literally? You can just go online. It's just that simple. I know there could be Wi-Fi issues, but, you know, that doesn't mean people can't get online when they're supposed to at times. Which is just a crazy thing about it. It's like one moment you're just dealing with one thing, and the next moment you're just dealing with another thing. It's like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna chill here for a while. It's just the craziest shit. Times have just been getting crazier, and nowadays I've just been doing whatever. I only did 2 live streams on Twitch. I do want to continue live streaming on Twitch later. Oh, interesting. Although the entire becoming a YouTuber thing, you know, for monetization is sort of a long shot when you think about it. But, you know, if you still want to go for that, that's fine. I wouldn't judge you either way. I have no reason to. It's your life, you can do what you want, and I get no say in that. Not one of those people that wants to interfere with other people's lives, and you know, that, you know, just dealing with other lives, you know, and interfering with what people want to do is just not something I'd want to do. If I interfere with it, I'd rather do that in the good way and not in any bad way, since, you know, that's the only way to actually worry about it properly. I'm sure there's a lot of things you want to do, though. I can imagine. But, you know, I guess this could be totally wrong, so, you know, to play it safe and not jinx anything, I'm just gonna not mention any of my guesses as to any of that stuff. I know how to keep my mouth shut when I'm supposed to. But yeah, I only did 2 live streams on Twitch, and then that was it. I literally just have my Twitch channel on vacation mode, and I'm gonna be deactivating that later, so I can continue live streaming there. And I'll have to worry about more alarms, changing the times of the alarms, and then make sure I remember the original times I had with those specific alarms after the summer's done, just in case I want to go back, because, you know, schedules are meant to be different. They're not meant to be the same every time. There's just a lot of things I have to worry about. I have to keep everything organized to myself, although, well, I'm making myself do that sort of shit. Not that there's really any other way to really think about it too much. But then again, I have my own free will to do what I want, so it feels good to have that freedom to just do whatever. In which case it's quite fun. Having that freedom, it feels good to just be free to do whatever you want and worry about your own life, not worry about learning random bullshit at school. It just feels great. Like, yes, you're gonna miss your friends, but you know, it's entirely beside the point. Especially since you could just see them around. Although if you have contact with them, you can always plan some random stuff and live your life. So there's really not much I can really say about that. And either having loads of stuff go on in your life when it comes to the school stuff, it just wears you down. Going through the entire school life is just something that can wear you down after a while. Although, back in my childhood, at least back in elementary and way before elementary, I used to be that quiet kid that would just wouldn't say anything at all. I used to be that quiet kid at school that wouldn't do anything. Except for living an average life. But, that's changed since then. So, it's obviously a good thing. But then again, obviously people are gonna clearly just start out as that quiet kid at school. And as time goes on, they learn to open up to others, and they live their life the way they want to. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. Able to do that sort of shit. Yeah. I know that feeling. But the thing is that when I was always that quiet kid, I was never bullied. I would just hang out with my childhood friend and all that, so, But then when second grade came around, that just started changing over time, and, from there, I've started opening up more and more, and that's how I technically became how I am today. In many ways. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy being the quiet kid, but, in which case I still am to a point, but I still open up when I have to, or whatever. Yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling quite well. Especially when it comes to needing to speak to others. Like, wanting to speak to others is one thing, but needing to speak to others in public places, that's just something that's gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. At least from my perspective, it's always gonna be that way for a while. Yes, I'm gonna get used to it over time, but it's not gonna be that easy for me to get used to that sort of stuff. It's just easier being that quiet kid in life. And yet, that doesn't really get you very far, but, when you're that quiet kid, people are either gonna ignore you, or they're gonna bully you. It's a two-way street on that one. Then again, there's also many other ways to look at it too, but, those are the basic two ways to look at it. But I was never bullied at all, so, at least not that much in my childhood. When I went to school, I was never bullied, though, but when it came to one of the neighbors I knew back in my childhood, they would act like a total asshole. And that's a long-ass story to talk about right now. It's just something that I might talk about later on, like a storytime video or some shit, but I can't really say too much on that, since I remember very little. I've had quite a few childhood friends, but I opened up to very few people back in my childhood. It's not that easy. It's like, yes, you should speak to others so you're not making it seem like you're a bad person, but when you're shy, it just doesn't make sense for you to talk too much. Which is quite crazy to think about. literally the craziest thing. It's like one moment of your life, you're just the quiet kid, and next thing you know, you're just one of those talkative people. But then again, and due to the fact that my personality is quite unique in many ways, I'm primarily an introvert, but I can switch between introvert and extrovert when I need to. So I can literally just switch between the two. No problem. Make it seem like I have two personalities. In which case, that's probably not a good idea to switch between the two, but at least I know which one I primarily am to a certain point. So, you know, literally research the two, and if you want to research that stuff later on down the road to know which one you are, or whatever, or, you know, if you want to understand that stuff better, you can do that, but, you know, it's just how it is. Life just changes you after a while. And I've gone through many things in life. And obviously that's been proven back in 2018 in many ways, but, you know, I had every right to do what I did. At least I matured from that stuff. So, you know, it was good learning experiences back then. I had loads of those learning experiences back in 2018. Especially when it came to the cyberbullies I dealt with. Those were literally interesting times. Although, well, you know, I don't need to explain the part I hate the most out of that, since I sort of did that when you were just trying to have an average everyday situation happen, and, you know, next thing you know, I just pull up a serious situation in some sense or another, and it's like, yeah, no, that's just retarded. I was literally stupid back then. And no, that was one crazy time. When you think about that. But I don't plan on doing that sort of shenanigans again. I really don't plan on doing that again, unless I really have to. I will, but, you know, I'd handle it more maturely than what I did. I don't need to necessarily explain what I mean to the fact that you've sort of seen me do that sort of situation before. And that was with some of your older channels back in the day. I'm sure you remember what I did, but if not, well, I'm sure you could easily just figure it out if you remember that far back. You know? As long as I move on with my life, everything should be fine. However, whenever I move on with my life, I just act like nothing ever happened. It's like, yeah, I was never involved in any drama on the internet. What the fuck? I can just make it seem like I forget about that stuff, and I literally remember that stuff. That's literally lots of the stuff that I do remember from 2018. Otherwise, the majority of my live streams back then were just Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and just there were just a load of gameplays I'd be doing. Oh, the fun times of mobile live streaming back in 2018. I literally miss doing that. I literally miss doing that. If YouTube didn't update the app the way they did, mobile live streaming would be available for everyone without needing to worry about subscriber counts, needing to be at a certain point, and all that shit. But yes, you can attempt to do so, but it's not gonna work on mobile anymore. It just sucks. You'd have to either use an app on a mobile device, or you'd have to literally find a website that allows you to live stream. It's either that, or you get a gaming console. Okay, it seems like my horse despawned. Anyway. This is how life is. This is how life is. Although back in 2018 I was quite nervous about doing anything. And then I ended up making it a habit to just live stream weekly. In which case that literally worked out. Which was quite surprising to me back then, but literally doesn't surprise me now. Every now and again, it kind of does, but you know, the majority of the time it literally just doesn't surprise me anymore. It's like, yeah, this is actually quite natural. Although, YouTube did do lots of crazy shit on their own too, not just, you know, the basic stuff that they did when it came to like website and app updating and all that. Like they literally broke the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which was when people started panicking quite a lot. People just thought YouTube was fucked, but in a sense YouTube got screwed over, but not in the way we thought. I sort of panicked myself, but you know, at least I knew that there were obviously alternative websites, and you know, I was on there for a while. Although sadly that website is taken down, so you know, I can't go back to that alternative website and just post random shit there. I could have just used Twitch back then though, especially since that's literally a live stream platform. I mainly do live streams every time I do YouTube. Like, yes, I literally do normal videos, but for the majority of the time I do live streams, so Twitch would have been the perfect option back when people were panicking over COPPA. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. The craziness of that. Although there's really not much to really discuss though. I'm still waiting on that new LEGO Star Wars video game, but the only reason why it's delayed is because of the new game engine that the creators are working on for that, so yeah, I'm waiting on that new LEGO Star Wars video game to come out. Once it comes out, I'm going to be playing that quite a lot. Probably going to make a habit of playing that Star Wars video game, because I had an addiction to KOTOR back in my childhood. I literally you just play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic back in my childhood, and there were many times where I would literally just skip doing homework and just move on to the video games. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do my own shit. But you know, at least I got through those school years, so I can't really complain about that too much. As long as I got through the school years, everything was fine. So, you know, when you're a video game addict like me, you'd want to do lots of video games yourself, homework or no homework. Even if it meant you got in trouble for skipping the homework that you were given. You know, I'd play video games at all costs back in my childhood. But it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill here. Do whatever the fuck I want. Uh, miss those times. But now I can do it again. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure any missed bugs are gonna be found as well. But then again, the game engine that they're working on and might include some of those bugs, so they'd have to tamper with some of that too. Not just the game itself. But still, they should be able to get the vast majority of the bugs. If there's any other bugs, you know, people will probably just report them to the devs, and then the devs will have to fix them, and that'll be that at the end of the day. However, I'm gonna most likely imagine that I'm gonna have an addiction to that. LEGO Star Wars games specifically. I've had an addiction to the Complete Saga back when that was literally a thing. And I don't just mean the original games when they were separate. I literally mean the Complete Saga video game itself for the LEGO Star Wars franchise. I had an addiction to that. I used to have an addiction to cheat codes back in my childhood too, and then once I learned what happened, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not using cheat codes to unlock shit. I stopped using cheat codes ever since. But then again, getting 100% completion on video games is a pain in the ass. But it's worth the hard work. I'm literally going to be doing LEGO Star Wars the Skywalker Saga all the way through. In every way possible, as long as I don't use the cheat codes. The only cheat codes I'll be using is for getting the extra content, but since it's going to be the same, the codes are going to be posted on the internet, so I can easily just find those specific codes and move on. Yeah, I'm sure that's a lot of hard work, but I'm sure you'll manage to get through that. The sequels were okay, but they weren't as good as the original prequels. Well, that and the original trilogy, but still. The sequels weren't that great. I enjoyed the Star Wars content that they gave for the sequels, but it could have been a lot better if the stuff that happened actually didn't happen. It would have been a lot better. I wish I could fix that stuff too, but, you know, Disney was stupid with that decision back then. Now look where it's gotten them. I still enjoy Star Wars though. I'm not one of those people that's gonna hate on Star Wars over one of those minor details that Disney did with who was in charge of making the films and all that shit. As long as that stuff gets undone, then, you know, that'll be that, but kinda wish I could fix that stuff myself. Although I know for a fact that the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic video games are not canon to the movies at all. They're literally not. Because in KOTOR, they mentioned the Mandalorian Wars happening, so the Mandalorian series actually hooks up to KOTOR. So that proves it's literally not canon at all. Proves my point. I've seen the evidence. I know the evidence when I see it. Which is quite crazy when you think about it. I know what I see though, I know the details. I also know that the Ebon Hawk was originally known as the Millennium Falcon back in the original trilogy. The Millennium Falcon and the Ebon Hawk are one and the same, because they're both the fastest ship in the galaxy. That's a lot of evidence to plop right in to that part. Which is saying a lot. Which is something I can say for certain, but, you know, it actually makes sense. if you look closely at the details. And plus, one of the KOTOR characters went up to the Mustafar system as well. So, you know, there's lots of stuff that happened in between the mainstream films and obviously what happened after Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. Okay, I'm not able to read the entire message, but I'll open up YouTube on my phone and read the chat that way. At least so that way I can actually read the full message, otherwise it's cutting off. Unless it's just me, I don't know. I'll check to be entirely sure. Yeah. That's definitely true. Revan went to the unknown regions, actually. But then died. Revan literally died after going to the unknown regions. So, yeah. KOTOR and the mainstream movies are entirely non-canon. No matter how you look at it. It's literally proof. I've seen the details, I know. Oh, what's what. And the fact of the matter is, Lando's co-pilot, the one that was started in the Han Solo movie, was a clone of an assassin droid from the Jedi Civil War back when Revan was still around entirely. So, yeah. I've looked at the details very carefully. I've examined the design of Lando's co-pilot from the Han Solo story film and compared it to some other details that KOTOR actually had. I literally memorized the details. I can literally memorize. I've never played the old Battlefront games, to be honest. I've literally never played those, although I think we should have. I believe that I do have one of the Battlefront games for the original Xbox somewhere around here. Chances are it's in the tote where the original Xboxes are, and that would be under my bed. So it would be impossible for me to dig under there until my bedroom is cleaned. Yeah, I'm sure it was fun. I had a huge addiction to KOTOR, though. I was literally just addicted to that back in the day. And the other thing is that my parents never really cared about what the video game rating was for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It was literally just me goofing around the majority of the time in that game. But, you know, that was back in my childhood, and then before I became a teenager, I literally got past the point I was stuck on, which was on Terrace, which is quite literally the most retarded thing to hear out of my mouth. But, you know, there's not much I can really do about that. So, yeah, I had loads of fun going through KOTOR that much. I would always do the dark side gameplay, though. I would always do the dark side gameplay. It was just hilarious. The humor was just hilarious when it came to the dark side content that Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic had. So it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna be an addict to the dark side gameplays. I would do that all the time when I played KOTOR. Although, now that I know how to do the light side stuff entirely without an issue, I don't need to worry too much. Yeah. That's not surprising. Who knows? Maybe all the canon stuff is actually non-canon. We just need to look closely at the details. to understand things a lot better. I guess some of the characters from the books, when it comes to the Star Wars franchise, weren't in the movies or even the video games. But, you know, the stuff still happened, still counts as events happening. So, you know, in a sense, it's non-canon at all. Well, times here, it's literally all non-canon. You just need to find the right details to connect to the evidence that you need to prove that. Yeah, lots of that is non-canon. And I'm sure that's just the vast majority of the stuff, though. Well, we can't really say for certain how much of it is actually canon when it comes to that Star Wars content. There's just loads of craziness with the entire Star Wars franchise. Although the Star Wars franchise was obviously a good one. Still is, but you know, it's kind of fucked up due to what happened with the sequels, and now people are complaining over other Star Wars series, and it's like, yeah, the sequels were one thing to complain about, but complaining about the rest of it is an entirely different story to the rest. It's literally just different in many ways. The sequels and the shows, the video games, the books, they're all different, but in a way, all things connect to each other in every sense. It's literally kind of crazy, but if you look through the every single franchise more deeper than the basic levels of canon and non-canon, you'd realize that the stuff could be predicting reality. Which is something I've come to realize myself. I've literally realized that myself. Which is quite crazy, but it's the truth. Life definitely connects many things to one another. Which doesn't surprise me at all. There's literally just nothing surprising about it. Once you get to know all the franchises better, you'll notice loads of connections, references, you name it, you'll find it. It's just a lot of information to look through. It's kind of crazy that loads of the TV shows and video games are non-canon, though, especially when it comes to the Star Wars franchise. Although it's really hard to say. Ain't much for certain, though. It's really hard to say. KOTOR was my most favorite franchise when it came to Star Wars, though. When it comes to Star Wars, it's just how it is. So, you know, that's that. It's literally a good thing, though. Because it gives us more things to look through, more details to look at, and all that shit. It's obviously good. There's just a variety of shit going on in life. When it comes to fictional stuff, lots of it could relate to reality. In many ways. You just need to figure out the deeper meaning to that stuff. After a while, though, you literally need to search for the evidence. So it's really hard to say for certain, though, if that's true or not, but, you know. Once things are figured out, then that means there's literally going to be no meaning to life at all. Okay, so it seems like I don't have enough controller charge to last me a few more hours. But yeah, Star Wars franchise is pretty good, though. Regardless of what happened with the sequels. But, you know, beyond that, it's literally just the craziness of everything that happens between every little thing. There's only so much to look at, though. Like, for example, the stuff shown in the Minecraft Story Mode franchise advertised what was going to appear in future updates of Minecraft itself, and that's literally what happened. We've seen the evidence as it is. There's loads of evidence showing that. Even when it comes down to it, Minecraft Story Mode even showing off the current updates before Bedrock was even a thing. When it comes to the Bedrock edition, and you know, it's just crazy, crazy stuff. Very, very crazy. It's quite obvious, though. Like, for example, the Endermites literally became a thing, and they were put into Minecraft Story Mode. The arrows with the potion effects on them were literally shown as well, and all that. And that stuff ended up becoming an actual thing. The entire thing of new mobs appearing were actual things, new features, etc. It's just crazy. It's crazy to think that Minecraft Story Mode was advertising actual Minecraft updates as well. Star Wars shows that its own franchise is actually not entirely canon, and Minecraft Story Mode shows that Minecraft is actually going to get those updates, as shown within the franchise itself. Redstone doesn't work the same way any Minecraft Story Mode demonstrates 100% of the time, but it still demonstrates some of the stuff that you can do in a million ways. Lots of stuff to look through, though. There's just loads and loads of research to look through. But the thing is that adult franchises literally link up to one another in some way or another, whether it's through references or actual mentions. Like, the most famous reference to Star Wars is the line, "I've got a bad feeling about this." That's literally the reference to Star Wars you hear in the majority of the franchises that exist. one of the oldest references in existence. Which is very weird. Star Wars has turned it into a trend. It's turned that line into a trend, and then next thing you know, loads of franchises ended up using their reference a million times over. It's crazy. Okay, since it's gonna take me a while to, get all the materials I need to continue with the rails and shit, I guess there's not much I can really do Minecraft right now, but, you know, guess there doesn't really need to be much to do in Minecraft right now. There's only so much I can do. And I don't really want to make the live stream too boring with mining for materials and crafting more rails and building and all that. Although I could use some more material as it is. I don't want this live stream to fully go to waste. Although I can definitely say I feel like I'm taking that one of those endurance tests that people would do to see how long they'll last in a certain temperature or some shit. I feel like I'm going through an endurance test. It's crazy to think about, but it's literally the truth. Which is literally unexpected. It's just one of those unexpected things that have happened. There's not much I can do, though. There's not much I can really do about that. I feel like I talk too much, but yeah. I'm gonna hydrate myself again, because I am literally overheating in here. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I feel like I've ran out of stuff to talk about, but, you know, doesn't mean we can't come up with something to talk about. In more ways than one. There's only so much I can do, though. I'm very limited on what I can do right now. I'd rather not do random buildings, because that'd just be boring as fuck. Let's see. Let me get back in the game house. Shit, so we can properly and this fucker. So I'm going to probably end this live stream where I need to remember what I'm planning to do tomorrow, but then again the podcast is gonna get cancelled, so I can't do that. I don't know about this Thursday though, so it'll primarily be The Adventures of Reese the Gamer Man, Season 1. Now that, unless of course the Minecraft update comes around. By then, Um, so yeah, there's probably not gonna be anything planned for tomorrow. So tomorrow will be a break. Minecraft on Monday. And then Saints Row the 3rd on Tuesday. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a break, then I'll be seeing you on Monday where I live stream Minecraft yet again. And then after Monday, it'll be Saints Row the 3rd. So, what that means is that I will temporarily have a break between the days that I have scheduled. Then, of course, I have to figure out this summer's very first Twitch live streaming schedule. Really need to figure things out for that. Which case it's really hard to say for certain what's gonna happen there. I'll probably be working on music. Without instrumentals, but, you know, well, at least not my own custom instrumental BGM, but, you know, be parodies of random stuff. You know, it's random songs, for the most part, in which case I do need to get things figured out. That shit. Sadly, I can't do animated videos next story time. I don't know when that's gonna be, especially since it's been a while since then. So MMD videos are out of the picture. My comedy skit series. Okay, so about that. Not actually, about that. I'm having character sprites worked on. Well, at least they're supposed to be worked on, but, you know, due to the person being busy with school and their actual life, I'm not so sure when the sprites are going to be ready to go. And of course, I need loads of other stuff worked on too for that before I start on that, but hopefully things are entirely worked out by the end of this year at the latest. For the comedy skit series, anyway. Okay. Then, yeah, I really need to figure out an actual schedule for my other channels. That was crazy to think about, but, you know, at the end of the day, I really don't know. I'm tempted to just end this live stream and just, you know, be done, but I really don't know if that's what I want to do right now. However, the other channels need schedules as well, and then I'll have to set up more things. Which case is not gonna be an easy time for that stuff. It's not gonna be easy for me to plan all that out in a single sitting. Yeah. I really don't know what else to really bring up right now. So yeah, on Monday, we're gonna be doing another Minecraft live stream. Same time. Expect it to happen. Expect that Minecraft live stream to happen. Actually, I need to figure out. Okay, so my very first video, I need to figure out when that was uploaded so I know whether or not I need to have an upcoming special live stream done as well. Okay. So, my very first video was 2 years ago. Uploaded June 23rd. So that's when I started uploading on YouTube. June 23rd, 2018. During the daytime. So I will actually set that on my calendar. Here, not on my real life calendar. June 23rd. Uploading. I'm just gonna label it uploading anniversary. I don't know. I don't necessarily label it. So, that's that. Okay, so I would say that's set. So now I need to set an alarm for June 23rd. Well, actually, I don't think I can set it for a specific date. I know of. No, I don't remember the time I uploaded the video on June 23rd. Okay. Date 23rd. Going to have it set for the AM since I probably uploaded it in the morning. Now that I think about it. I'm just gonna have the alarm set for 6 o'clock in the morning. With that June 23rd alarm. There we go. Got it to work out. Got the alarm thing to work out. Not perfectly. Great. Now I don't know what to do for my anniversary video either. Because my channel... So if I uploaded on YouTube June 23rd, 2018, at least that's when I started uploading, and my channel was made... It was created on December 19th, 2014. That's when my channel was created, but I uploaded it on this channel a few years later. Technically, that's not counting the month or the day. But, you know, that's beside the point. And so that would mean I saw an anniversary live stream on December 14th. Not December 14th, December 19th. And then a video anniversary thing on June 23rd. So yeah, lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff to deal with from here on out. I don't even know what video games to do after I do the KOTOR ones, though I really don't know. Let me say this though. How would I put this into words? This life is just gonna be driving us crazy from here on out. I really don't know. Uh, there's something I want to say, and it's not on the tip of my tongue, but I can't figure out the right way to say it in words. At least now without too much craziness happening and all that, so... Yeah. I really don't know what else to really bring up. But yeah, we're just gonna see what happens tomorrow, and if I feel like doing something tomorrow, I might upload something. Tomorrow, we'll see. Or who knows, maybe I'll do a StreamYard. However, see if other people will join. Or it'll just basically be a random ass live stream. I really don't know. I love my random ass live streams. Although I'll probably have my random ass live stream on a different channel that's not here. Unless, of course, well, then again, it could be like a prototype podcast setup. I don't know. I could just have like a dummy podcast. Reese the Gamer Man's dummy podcast series. I don't know, that'd be kind of shit. That title sounded very cringy. Too cliche. I don't want it like that. I don't want cliche titles. And again, I make too many cliche titles as it is. It's been a thing. My channel for a while. Like, the very first video that I made was literally labeled my first video, and then, of course, I got noticed by loads of people. Well, on there. Especially by people with thousands upon thousands of subscribers. Which is very lucky of me to have happen. I was very lucky to have that happen. Back then, 2018 was literally something else. A lot better. I mean, yes, I was still a cringy person. More of a nervous person as well. As more of the people. I was one of those people that was nervous. I can still get nervous from time to time. Then again, due to me being set on an actual online plan type of schedule, things are just crazy as fuck. Okay. I don't recall summoning a horde of cows earlier, but yeah. I'm very tempted to just end this live stream right now because I have things I want to do. I have songs I want to come up with. Yeah. Actually, I do know a good one that I could do, but I'm not so sure on how I would write it. I guess I know where I would write it, but still, it's impossible to come up with the proper lyrics. And even then, it's just not that easy to, you know, come up with ideas for the lyrics. It's gonna be a Minecraft parody, so I know a good one, but I don't really know if people have already thought about it. I'll have to look into that. Until then, I really don't know if I'm gonna be able to write any songs. Well, mostly be parodies or whatever, but, you know, I know a good one. I can actually do. I know the beat I need. I know the song in a sense, but I need to memorize lots of shit for that to work out perfectly. So, anyway, I guess there's really not much else I can do other than kill mobs, can experience farm crops and shit. There's really nothing that entertaining. Might do a side series actually. I'm gonna do a bonus series. That's only gonna happen on Sundays. Actually, how about that? If a podcast doesn't happen, I will upload something involving that bonus series, or maybe I'll have it live streamed. But then again, it'd probably be best to have it split up into parts, one way or the other. Beyond that, I really don't know. I really don't know. As for anything else, well, you'll know. Well, that's what, and plus you'll know who's uploading and when, in a way. So, that works out. Okay, that works. So, all I have to do is worry about getting the rest of the ingredients. But yeah, there's stuff I want to do. Stuff I really want to do. In many ways. So, yeah. There's just lots of stuff I want to deal with. As for anything else, I really don't know. Well, I've already told you all of my plans. I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna literally try something new. Although my Minecraft Color Theory series, something I'll have to continue too. Might continue that. Although I need, though then again, there's really not much I can really theorize on. So, you know, that's probably the only that one episode of Minecraft Color Theory, at least for what I've done, is literally you're not gonna have a continuation right now. I might wait a few more updates, at least a few more big ones before I can say anything. Yeah. Beyond that, nothing much. Tomorrow's gonna be a new day, though. So, yeah. I guess that's all for tonight, and I will obviously see y'all in the next one. Bye.